Who are we? Manchester United. We want to talk about Manchester United match with Nottingham Forest, which was played today. The match ended Manchester United 1, Nottingham Forest 3. Was I surprised? No. Were you surprised? I guess you were not. You know why? Because we very well understand and we have seen this Manchester United happen several times already. These were the same players we have been talking about. And yes, it was good to get hyped about the positive. But amongst the positivity, one thing we are very certain of is, the constant is the same players. The same players we talked about during when Ten Hag was at the club. A lot of people would have said it was easy to throw at Ten Hag and go for somebody else, which, okay, we agree, right decision. What about the players? This is the match reaction video. So we're going to dive into the 11 for the match. This is the 11 that started this match. For the prediction, I think we got about 7/11. Let's start from the back. Onana. He made the mistake for the second goal. You know, after first half was 1-1, the match was all over the place. Second half starts, Gibbs White takes a shot from close range. Ball swivels, Onana did not move. He made a mistake, we know. But let's not take it from him. Onana has saved us this season. He has been one of our best players. We will support him. He made one mistake. We will not crucify him over one mistake. It's not like he has been messing up all season. No. One mistake is forgiven. Onana is a very good player. Delete, he didn't do well. Martinez. I want to talk about Martinez. I think for quite a while now, I've been noticing that his performances have been very poor. Like when I mean very poor. You know, when we bought Martinez, when they bought him, one thing we all knew about him was his diagonal passes into the midfield. That was one thing on Martinez was good for. We saw it. We loved him for it. He was good at long passes, distributing the ball. But let me ask you, when was the last time we saw him do that? I think he has slowly been deteriorating for a while now. I think he should brace up and do something about it. Euro, he was decent, but the match was a tough match for the defenders, I guess. Dalot is a good athlete, we agree, but Dalot cannot play for Manchester United. He's not good. Dalot is an average player. He can run, but when it comes to making decisions, he is poor. Like when the manager talked about people understanding football, Dalot is one of those people that don't really understand. There are some movements in football that when two people that understand the game meet, you don't have to really talk. When I receive the ball from you, I know the places you might be able to run into. Dalot is not an intelligent footballer. He can run, so he can play football. Mino, I think, was particularly poor today. I think so. Ugarte also was poor. Our standout performer, I think, was Ahmad. He was the one. Anytime he held the ball, it was like something was going to happen. I think Bruno feels tired. He looks tired. He was substituted at some time in the match. I think he was tired. He needed to go out. Garnacho is one we have to talk about. Garnacho. His first touch is bad. Can't remember the last time I saw him dribble anybody. Can't remember. I know people would say he's a kid, but he's not. He's 20. He gets paid to play football. So, and he's playing for Manchester United. If he were in Everton, I would not be talking about him. He plays for Manchester United. Would he start for Newcastle? For the Newcastle team now? Would he start? I don't think he would though. I think for Everton, McNeil plays that position. Would he start ahead of McNeil for Everton? I don't think so. What is Garnacho doing in Manchester United? I don't even think he should sit in the bench. He should not be in Manchester United, I'm sorry to say. Højlund was poor today. It was like the only bright spark that was in the match was Ahmad. The other people were struggling. You know, this is the thing we constantly have been seeing with Manchester United. When things get hard, they lose the structure. That was when people were talking about the structure Ten Hag did not have. But remind you, the first season with Ten Hag, we did see the structure. But when the players started losing belief, their confidence is the most fragile thing in Manchester United. The confidence of the players is the major issue. It's not the coach and the tactics. Ten Hag had the tactics. But in order for tactics to work, the individual in their different position needs to be able to do the basics first. But when the players fail to do the basic, like trap the ball well, how do you expect the guy to play? Like, what is tactics if you cannot trap the ball? But people said Ten Hag. It is next to impossible to play with a team that cannot run. Even the manager said it. Like, how do you win a championship if you are not the hardest runner? He said even if you are the best team, you need to be able to run like mad dogs. But we see our players, it's almost like when somebody loses the ball, the other person is waiting to complain. We saw Maguire came in as a sub for Delete, I think. Mazarawi, I think Mazarawi, every time he plays good. When he came in as a sub, I think he did quite good also. Rashford, I don't even want to talk about Rashford. Like, Zexi came in and his first touch was also poor. Like I said, the only positive is Ahmad. I think there's a lot of work to be done. I think even the manager knows it. We were positive and we will still remain positive, but we are not mentally deranged to forget that even though we change coaches, we understand that it's going to take some time. They brought in the manager, he has charisma and he has a particular relationship and touch with the player. He's going to need time to create those relationships to be able to alter this behavior. The behavior of the players, it is not just from them, it stems from the Glazers. When the bosses are mediocre people, it tends to, imagine a father being a mediocre father. The son is almost going to, it takes extra will of the son to be able to beat that thing, to get out of that chains. Manchester United, under the shadow of the Glazers, everything was poor. There was no goal. So for the past how many years they had no goal. Now you have to create a culture of people that expect to win things. It's going to be hard. And if you have ever watched or tried to do anything in life, you understand that when you want to do something great, there will be hurdles and obstacles. But if you have a plan, you drill and you drill and you drill and you drill, diamond they wait for you. But it's the start of something new. I'm optimistic and I'm positive. Maybe these are not the players to take us forward, but still we have to make use of these guys till January, or at least till January or till end of the season. So I'm not gonna make myself unhappy to the vex every day. So the best thing I'll do for myself, I'll stay optimistic in the manager, and we will try to pick the positive one after the other. Even though it's small, we will celebrate them. Let's see how far we encourage them. Some people will definitely get better, but some other people, even though they get better, I don't want them anymore. Like Rashford, for instance. Rashford, I'm not doing anymore. I don't want to do. It's okay. Go somewhere else. Succeed in Jesus' name. But leave, It's just hard to see when professional footballer drop professionalism, because now what did they do with that? You get paid to run on the field, but somehow you don't want to run. They fair now. They do your work. Even you not go pay person where they do the way they do. So the match for me was bad for the scoreline. It was bad for performance, but in terms of the bigger picture, I like that they were whipped. It pained me, but it exposed most of them and their flaws to the manager. I'm very certain that even though he defended the player during the press conference, when he goes into them in that dressing room, see, Amorim hairdryer must dey. That hairdryer treatment, he himself got the para. So I believe, let's see how they will react next match. Let's see whether they will bring on their A game in the next game, and let's see what's possible. I know there will also be heavy rotation, and it's bad they are going to play Man City next. I think, man, it's going to be a long one, but even then they are having a bad time, but their bad time is not Manchester United bad time. Let's be optimistic and see what will happen on the next match. You let me know your thoughts on the comment section. Who do you think was our best player in this game? For me, it was Ahmad. Let me know who you think was your best player. Remember to very well like this video, like, and subscribe. Hit the subscription button also. Thank you for watching. As always, you are supporting the community. Thank you for showing up. See you on the next one.